My three older sisters were all teenagers and were heavily involved in athletics and social clubs at school, so they were never home, and Mom was always busy hauling them everywhere when she wasn't bowling or being a brownie troop leader. I was 7 and liked hanging out with my brother, who was 3 years older than me, and my younger brother, who was 3 years younger than me. I remember Dad going to work before the sun came up, and when he came home, he would sit in his favorite lounge chair so I could unlace his steel-toe boots. How did he walk around in those heavy boots all day long? My dad worked for the ATSF Railroad in Gallup. He was always busy too, coaching my sister's softball team, playing on 2 bowling leagues, fishing and camping. For extra money, he'd haul wood and go water dogging, which he sold as fish bait. My dad would say, "Pi, come on, get in the truck." He rescued me from having to stay home, clean house, and wash the dishes. Sunday was always kickback Sunday when Dad and I would watch football together. I tried sports like my sisters, but academics were always my thing. One time, Dad came home with the most beautiful pen and pencil set for me, which must have cost him a lot of money. I always kept him proud by getting good grades in school. My dad worked hard so my mom could stay home with us. He didn't like the idea of babysitters because he always wanted to know what we were up to. I take after my dad. I'm a self-employed artist raising 2 young men as a single parent. Takaya is 15 and Seneca is 11. In 1987, I started selling my artwork. 3 years later, I was doing it full-time at the Scenic View off of I-40, which overlooks the Laguna Pueblo. It helped sustain me and my little family. During the early years of my children's education, I spent a lot of volunteer hours at the school and organized different programs for my community. I also consult with others when I'm needed. This allowed me to be able to be there for my children when they got on the bus and when they got home. I take my boys everywhere, even during the 15 years I attended village meetings to give community input. Like in other families, they were called the vendor kids because all 3 of us attended to the booth at the Scenic View. I was able to teach my boys the same valuable lessons I learned from my dad: how to be a cultural artist and how to do your own marketing, communication, sales, budgeting, finances, and investment. I also taught them entrepreneurship and the importance of sustainability and having a good work ethic. Most importantly, I taught them how to help our community with cultural needs. Today, Takaya is enrolled at the Sherman Indian School in Riverside, California, and Seneca is beginning his first year at the Santa Fe Indian School in New Mexico. I feel blessed that I've been able to contribute to the success of my children's education, life lessons, and personal finance. Although my father passed at an early age, I am reminded of him on a daily basis, whether it's him whispering in my ear to check the oil in my car or hearing his laughter through my boys acting just like him. I attribute the blessings I have to him and my mother for taking the time to be involved in my life. I give my dad credit for showing me how to hustle. To me, that is an old school way of saying, work your butt off and get what you want. Every day is a choice, but it's your choice to find a way.